Today we are finally getting started on the interior of the C10. We've got some spicy things that's going to be completely overhauling this nasty interior. Interior is one of the most satisfying parts of a build. Definitely going to be the case with the C10 and this old truck. Can't wait to completely overhaul the cab interior. Let's go. Alright guys, it is teardown time for the C10's interior. I got my gloves, got a mask, kind of a good precaution anytime you're working on an older car, as well as just another car's interior that you just barely bought. You know, coming from another owner, better safe than sorry. Yeah, this thing's pretty filthy, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a surprise here in a second about the truck that we need to clean out, so I definitely want a little bit of some protective equipment. With a little bit of work I've already done on the C10, I've found out that a 1-day 240SX project is a 2-day C10 project. A lot of these simple little things take a little bit longer than normal, just because it's, you know, an old truck. And so I think today what we're going to do is today's going to be teardown day, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and we'll start putting the seat together and start popping in some of the new interior bits that we have. Today is just mainly tear down, and then I'll come back at you tomorrow. It'll be the same video, but just a heads up, that's how this is gonna work. Got a first day here is gonna be tear down, and so let's dive in. Man, that weird troll sleeping bag thing that was on here actually did a decent job of protecting the foam here. I knew the foam was in decent shape. I never really planned on replacing the foam, but it is incredible how good of shape the foam is actually in. A little bit of deformation right here on the driver's side, kind of normal, but there is a little bit of an extra backing to the upholstery that I have going in on this thing. So I'll show you that in a second, but this should work just fine. I think what we're gonna do next, clean up the few little things of garbage, and then we need to get this seat. I wanna take the whole entire seat out here so we can clean all this down really well and then really get to work in here. Okay, it looks like it shouldn't be too bad getting the seat out of here. I think there's 2 bolts in the front bracket, same on the other side. And then I can see a bolt right here. If there's a bolt on the other side of this rear bracket, I'm gonna throw up. But if it's just that one, then that's gonna be really nice. I just barely cracked that one, and it wasn't super hard at all, which I was concerned about. So let's get this thing out of here. Okay, here is what the interior is looking like with the seat removed. Bit of a mess, definitely a farm truck. Man, I didn't know if I was gonna keep this or not, put this underneath the carpet for extra padding or whatever, but it's pretty much destroyed, so we're definitely gonna be ditching it. Let's get this vacuumed out and then start to tear down the rest of the interior. All right, guys. Wow, things are getting intense in here. Floor is honestly better than I thought of. However, we do have a spot of rust that we're probably going to have to repair. Well, that's in a tough spot. I'll have to think about how we can solve that issue. Tons of piles of just rust underneath here. But really, that side's not even rusted out, which is crazy. I think that's the more prone to one. But we've got a lot of cleaning. It's such a small, like, it's just driver and passenger, but there is a lot to clean up in here. All right, gonna go ahead and vacuum it out, and then I think what we're gonna do next, we're gonna start getting the dash pad off. All right, guys, here is the part that I have absolutely been dreading with this build. Oh man, nice little rat's nest in there. It would not be a project like this without a rat's nest in it. Old classic, crusty car, you pull out of the field, it's gotta come with a rat's nest in it. Oh, let's get this thing cleaned out. Guys, I honestly do not know the best plan of action to get this out of here. It's really disgusting. I don't know if I want to just attack it straight on with the shop vac, because that's just gonna honestly kick up a lot of dust. I might have to take this thing out of here by hand. Oh gosh. I'm gonna take this battery cable out. I'm like terrified there's gonna be like a rodent that's gonna pop out of here or find a body. Oh gosh, dude. Oh man, there's two holes. You can see how it got in here. Two little entrance points. Jeez, I don't know how to get this out of here. So I have a box here that I'm gonna try and use. It might be a little bit easier to work with than a bag. Let's see if we can get this out of here, man. Holy crap. All right, went not too bad. Still disgusting. All right, rat's nest, the main portion, the foundation of the household has been removed. We just have a little bit of more landscaping that we need to remove. Some overgrown shrubs over here, a little bit of a tree action. But the foundation and the main level of the house has been removed, so that is good. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this thing cleaned up. All right, so next thing is this dash pad has got to come out. I have a brand new one ready to go in. The stock one is red. There's a lot of red trim to the interior of the truck. Honestly, probably going to be deleting a lot of the red. I already have a black dash pad going in. I'm probably going to paint the door panels black as well. And the steering wheel might stay red for a little bit. I'm going to leave the red sun visors because honestly, I dig them. Red seat belts are fine as well. This whole column might eventually be swapped over, but let's go ahead and get the dash pad out. Should be pretty simple. I think it's got like 4 or 5 screws only. Bruh, why does Chevy always make things so freaking complicated? So the dash pad does not come out with those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. I'm literally gonna have to just tear apart the entire truck to get the dash pad out. That is super, super annoying. Let me show you what I'm working with. I have not only had to completely remove what once housed the rat household. It's all the way down there now. I am now going to have to remove the entire instrument panel, which is not easy. I've got the 6 screws, perimeter screws, and then there's like 2 at the bottom there, and that thing undone. But now I've got to go ahead and undo these 2 knobs, which are super annoying. I have to reach up under there, disconnect the light switch, and then pull that out, and then undo that ring. And then this has like a screw on the back side that looks kind of difficult to get into. I have to undo that. And then I have to reach up, and hopefully it is just hand tight, but there's a speedometer cable that needs to be undone for this to come out. So I will see you guys next week when I pick this video back up by the time I finally have this out.